So reports are coming out that CJ Gardner-Johnson might be going to Cleveland.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.
So there is some news going around that CJ Gardner-Johnson might be getting a lot of suitors. One team that is coming out that is very high up on CJ Gardner-Johnson is the Cleveland Browns. Now, here's what I'm trying to say, right? And listen, do I think CJ Gardner-Johnson will do this? No, I don't. I think CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to go somewhere like the Browns because he's going to get the best payday he can find on the market. But if you are CJ Gardner-Johnson, do you want to go somewhere like Cleveland? Do you want to go somewhere like the Jets? Do you want to go somewhere like Chicago? Do you want to go somewhere where you are in a rebuilding division? I mean, division team. One of them is division rebuilding team. The other one is a team that is ran by Joey B, who is the top quarterback, okay? I mean, top quarterback in Cincinnati, who, let's be real, is probably going to outbeat you every time he plays you because, let's be real, the Browns don't own their division. Now, if you're in Philadelphia, you have a chance to play against a team like the Dallas Cowboys, the Washington, I don't know what the hell they're called. Are they still called the Commanders or did they change their name finally? Again. Or the Giants. You know, if I'm CJ Gardner-Johnson, I look at the conference. What would get me back to a Super Bowl? Because that's my ultimate goal. I mean, it might not be. Maybe he just wants the money. If he wants the money, he can go. And I love CJ Gardner-Johnson. I love everything he's done, but I'm not paying the top safety huge chunk of money. You know, I'll pay you a little bit here and there. I'll do anything to try to keep you. But if you want to get paid the biggest money, you got to go, bro. The Eagles don't have that type of money. You know what I'm saying? They still, I didn't even know about this, but they still got Brandon Brooks' contract on their books yet. They still have a dead cap hit from Brandon Brooks when he signed, when he decided to retire because he kept on getting injured. They still have that. And, you know, and that's probably why they can't get deals done. Brandon Graham might get signed to a 2-year deal, according to Ed Kratz. Shout to my guy originally from who actually reported it. You know, they want to give Ed Kratz credit. I'm not doing that. Shout to my guy Philly Castro. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. He's the one who reported it first of all. But we're gonna give it to Ed Kratz because you know he's the name source. But Brandon Graham might be back, and you know what? I wanted Brandon Graham back, and I'm hoping that when you sign Brandon Graham, you're able to get CJ done. You know, I think you still got to get CJ done, but listen, I won't outbid the Browns. And if the Browns want to pay him a huge chunk of money, bye-bye. Like I said, there's going to be some desperate team, like I said, on Twitter, and I said on IG, and I'll say it on YouTube. There's going to be some team that's going to have a GM that is end up being fired or in the verge of being fired, and it's going to pay a lot of money to a guy like CJ Gardner-Johnson. It's going to pay a lot of money like a guy like Miles Sanders. It's going to pay a lot of guy like a Javon Hargrave. These guys are going to get chunks of money because there's going to be a team that's piss poor that they need a spark on their team. They need a spark to keep their fans in it, that they'll do anything to get a player in here that is a guy like CJ Gardner-Johnson, a guy like Javon Hargrave, a guy like, you know, a TJ Edwards, a guy that is going to be an impact player for a long time here. And Cleveland is one of them. You know what I'm saying? They just paid a guy like Deshaun Watson. They just traded for a guy, and they give up a lot of picks. They need a guy like CJ Gardner-Johnson on their defense. They don't have that type of safety. You know, and I don't know if they're going to keep a guy like, a CJ Gardner-Johnson in Philadelphia when he wants the highest paid safety money. He's not doing that. So if CJ Gardner-Johnson wants to win, he got to look at the market. And I think it's going to come down to what CJ wants. Does CJ want to be back in Philadelphia? Does he want a lot of money because he wants to get paid, or does he want money and win a championship? Because if you want money and win a championship, you'll take a discount and come back to Philadelphia. Now, do I think he'll do that? No, because like I said, he's 25 years old, where Brandon Graham is, 34 years old. He already has everything in Philadelphia. He's not going to leave to another city. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I seriously doubt Brandon Graham's not leaving. You know, and the Browns were interested in him. You know, the Browns are interested in everybody, man. They just need to lay off our players. But I get it. You know, they got the money to spend. And you know what? It's going to suck leaving C.J. Gardner-Johnson go somewhere like the Browns. And we just hope that that they don't do well. You know, I wish CJ nothing but the best, and I hope he does well, but I don't wish the Browns well. You know what I'm saying? I hope it fails and blows up in their face. Just because I don't want CJ Gardner-Johnson go and win his championship on another team. That would hurt me. But it's going to be interesting what we do. You know, we got 2 first-round picks. I think one of them gets traded. Like I said, I think the 30th gets traded. But you got guys like in this draft, Brian Branch. You got guys like this, like Antonio Johnson. There's a lot of good safeties in this draft. We got a free agency safety that we could pick up, like John Johnson. The Browns just released him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens.